What up, guys? This is ISILDRooN and
Alson here, boys and girls in Vegas. Just busted a main event. Leo asked me if I wanted to join for a video, and here we are.
Here we are.
Discussing some hands.
Discussing some hands. We've actually played a lot of hands, both of us this summer. Mostly 9 max though.
3 blinds and 9 max.
It's not the easiest of games to end up winning in. But there have been some luck and some bad luck. Let's just say that.
For sure.
For sure. I have a short footage here of 1020 soup, the same clip as I used the last time. I went a little over time on the actual clip, so I left 15 minutes. But I mean, since we're 2 people discussing, it should probably
We
be
have
enough.
the devil's advocate here, so...
The devil's advocate.
Yeah, so I guess 15 minutes of footage should be
Should
plenty.
be enough.
Maybe a 3-part video series.
Okay. We start off. I'm in 2 spots right away. There's going to be a spot on table 1. We can get into that. Just see what happens. It takes 1 second. And we also have a hand on table 2. So
what's the spot on table 1? You think about 4-betting call?
yeah, I think consider shoving.
Do you have any stats on the lyre?
No, I don't have any stats going.
So, from what I can remember, he's probably like between 10 and 14% re-steal from small blind.
Yeah, something like that, I guess.
So, yeah, I can. This is getting close.
Yeah, it's close.
In my opinion.
He's 3-betting somewhat of a, I wouldn't say weak player, but a player that doesn't play that often. And that I guess that mostly play tournaments and is now playing Zoom during Scoop, Take Ship. You know that guy?
Yeah, he's been playing a lot of No Limit Hold'em. He seems pretty solid in PLO. Very tight and very solid. But I don't know his steal percentage from the button. But to me, this seems like a standard fold in normal circumstances.
How much do you want people to like re-steal for it to be a shove?
It's a good question, but I would guess 13, 14, 15% range or above.
Say it's no dice baby opening the button and it's you in the small blind 3-betting. You think it's closer to a shove then?
It's definitely closer, but I think I'll fold here.
Yeah.
But I mean, should be able to figure it out basically by doing some math.
Yeah, I guess it's pretty easy to stop.
But my standard is folding here.
Yeah, mine too. Double suited?
I think I 4-ball it double suited versus like 10, 11, 12% plus for sure.
Okay.
And or more connected, the 5. It's very close though.
Okay, so like a 10 jack or something.
Yeah, then it's definitely, I think I want 4-ball it, especially versus a liberal small blind re-stealer. I see you are opening 3x on the button on table 1. Is there any specific reason you're opening to 3x?
No, I've just been back and forward between opening pot and opening 3x.
So are you opening a wider range with 3x?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
I
mean, if you have still have some fold equity, then 3x is kind of fine, I guess, and you can steal more.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter that much, to be honest, from the button, but
you would prefer me to open pot?
I do usually, because people aren't folding, so I just open a tighter range for pot.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing that for a while. And when I was back now, I started opening 3x and opening a little wider range. Just because when it's Zoom, people have so many tables or like so many decisions that they aren't really like. If it was, say, we had 6 or 5 tables,
they aren't basically sensitive to the bet size. They fold the same range for 3x.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, then it makes sense obviously, and you can open slightly wider as well because the stacked pot ratio will be deeper.
Yeah, I mean, if it's like between 3 and 6 tables of, say, like 10, 20 deep ante going with like a slow tempo, I would probably be more inclined to open pot than when it's Zoom. Because people aren't fighting back as much.
That makes sense. Same as the live games here in Vegas. You can kind of open a bit smaller than pot. You have the same fold equity.
Yeah, it will be the same result.
Yeah,
A little higher stack to pot ratio when you get 3 bet.
And you can open a bit wider.
Yeah.
Depends on the stack sizes, obviously.
Here I think I get the interesting hand on table 1. I actually remember this. Or it's such a weird spot on the turn.
Seems standard somewhere. You don't consider leading on table 3?
On table 3?
Yeah, I mean, this board should hit you more than days, but I mean, your actual hand kind of sucks to be raised, though.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, I would never actually consider leading here, but it might
your
be...
actual hand isn't... I know what you mean. It isn't actually that good by leading, because...
So if you lead here and you get raised, you just fold?
I guess you have to, but that's... I mean, this specific hand isn't kind of premium to lead in a vacuum. But do you have a leading range on this board? 8-6 from big blind versus the EP?
No, I don't think so. Maybe that's something I want to look into. Or no, I've been looking into leading a lot more from the big blind.
I think this board you should have a leading range versus EP in the big blind. But I'm not saying you should put this hand into the leading range or not. I think actually a vacuum check might be the best play. But I mean, you hit this board more than them. You have more sets. You have more 8s, 6s, deuces.
Yeah, it might be good leading then.
But I'm not saying I won't put this hand.
No, I understand that, because I would not lead this hand if I wanted to develop.
Yeah, I agree with you in a vacuum, because it sucks to get raised basically. Even though they shouldn't raise you a lot, because the strong hands, they should kind of slow play more, since they want to have more hands to call with. That makes sense.
Yeah, it might be a smart board to lead versus a player like Omar Rose, like with the strong range, because he's sort of inclined to fast play, like an overplay. With the read I have on him, at least, that is ripping a lot of hands.
Yeah, and I'm talking more about this range situation in this spot.
I understand.
If they're playing tight ranges up front, obviously.
Yeah. So on table 1, we don't have any play but to call, right?
Yeah, you can't do anything other than call with this stacked up. I mean, he has a big range advantage as well. And your hand can handle 2 streets anyways.
Maybe. So we have a lot of spots going now. Do you ever want to bluff here on table?
Table
3.
I mean, if I had a heart in my hand, I guess if you check here, you're like never good at showdown. So you should have some hands to bluff. And I think it's bad blocking spades, since you want him to have spades.
Yeah, and a lot of times this is calling on cutoff versus MP. He should have dry over pairs, maybe with blocker that he will rip, like if I bet.
And you have a 7 blocker though, which means he has less straights. How many? I mean, is our range looking right now? Do we have worse showdown value than this in this spot? What's the worst hand you can have her?
I mean, I guess this must be close.
Yeah, I think we can bluff her. Not for big sizing, but like it's hard for us to have a bluff actually. Even though the 2 spades in our hand sucks, I think I actually like bluffing her.
Would you ever consider value betting this? Say we bluff with the 40% sizing here.
Yeah.
Just to get him off a dry overpair. I mean, we still have. I mean, you don't think it's better to maybe bluff with like a 6 combo in our hand, like the same hand with 6 instead of an 8?
Yeah, I would prefer that.
I mean, ace-8 is still some showdown value.
Yeah, I mean, we are maybe good here, like 2% with check, and it's still better than having a 6. Yeah, I agree. But still, we're pretty far down in the range. I would love to have a heart in our hand if we had, but I think this is an okay bluff. And it's interesting, as you said, that you want to maybe have like a 40% pot sizing. But I guess our value range share is like only flushes, or do we bet 7-9?
Maybe 7-9 with like if we have a high heart in our hand, but maybe I don't know.
I think that's might be better for check calling actually. Yeah, if you don't value, I mean it's close actually. I feel it's close, but we need to make sure we bet more hearts than the nuts or the second nuts.
Yeah,
I get myself caught all the time, but just like auto checking low hearts here. Afraid of being check raised since you check behind the turn. But
do you check? I'm in the big blind.
yeah, but since he checked behind the turn,
yeah,
it's like a common line with the left flush draw.
Yeah, I guess. Especially on that hard
Card,
since
yeah,
it should
actually,
be checked.
I think I'm checking this combo. I think I bluffed the 7. If I have some like 7-5 deuce combo or something, it's better. Or like the 6 with the same hand as you said.
Yeah,
Or this, or like just having a heart basically. Yeah, I think when I think more about it, I think I just want to check here.
So on table 1, we flop the nut flush draw, call. And on the turn, we're gonna face a pot size bet. It's a super awkward stack to pot, or like...
Yeah, I think actually we have to fold, to be honest. I think we have to fold.
Yeah, you wouldn't ever consider like ripping, since he might have some wraps in there. It's such a spot where you can stop, obviously. I think the problem with calling is that you can't realize your equity, really.
No, I think still, I mean, I don't think we have the equity we need versus his range. Yes, he might have some Jack Queen 10, Jack XX with spades. He might have Queen Queen King King, or Queen Queen King something with the gut, or Queen Queen with the gutter and spades, where we're in good shape. But still, I think his range has more equity than our range, or than our actually hand. So I'm pretty sure this is a fold.
Yeah.
Even though it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
If we are deeper though, we can maybe peel, do something.
Do you want him to have like a half pot bet for the river here at least, if you're gonna call? No, we'll have like a third size pot bet or something. A little lower.
I think if he has like 2,400 or more behind, I think we can call.
Yeah, okay. And then we can also bluff some rivers, like a 10 or a queen.
We could, even though it's deuce 9, I guess. If the river bricks like a queen or a 10, especially a 10, I think we should rip it if he checks.
Yeah. And on table 2, I'll call the 3-bet. I flop top pair in the gutter, which you have learned me back in the days not to fold with a gun to my head. Top pair and gutter? Are you crazy? So this is obviously a peel, right? No question.
Yeah, this is a standard peel. It's actually a board that hits his range more than you think. You should have a lot of rundowns on the 10-9-8, and I guess no dice is good enough to realize that. So he's probably c-betting somewhere as well, which he should, obviously. But there's a lot of players that's not bluffing a lot on this board after 3-betting, even though they should, because, especially in this situation, big blind versus button. So I still feel we have to peel. We have backdoor flush as well, even though I would peel without one.
Okay, I can't remember what happens, we'll see. Oh, do I fold?
No.
No!
Jesus!
I'm sorry, I said I was rusty and...
Yeah,
Jesus, yeah, I know, I'm actually shocked myself. I'm surprised how many mistakes I seem to be doing when I play Zoo.